Now let us learn about the FIRE approach in detail, right? The first thing in the FIRE is F, and F stands for framework of the passage, right? Now let us understand how to do the framework of the passage. What are the steps involved in it? Okay. Now the first step is read the first sentence of the first paragraph and paraphrase it. Now what do we mean by paraphrasing here? In English, we know that paraphrase means to rewrite the entire sentence in your own words, is it not? But let us understand what exactly paraphrasing means here for us on GMAT. Okay. Now go ahead and read the first sentence of the first paragraph.
Until recently, scientists did not know of a close vertebrate analog to the extreme form of altruism absorbed in eusocial insects like ants and bees, whereby individuals cooperate, sometimes even sacrificing their own opportunity to survive and reproduce for the good of others.
You see that? Such a long sentence, is it not? Did you understand the sentence?
A little bit.
Do you want to read again?
Okay. Until recently.
Don't do that, right? You just read the sentence only once and then paraphrase it. Try to paraphrase the sentence.
Okay. Until recently, scientists didn't know of a close vertebrate exhibit extreme form of altruism.
See, it's so difficult, right? But let us keep it more simple. Let us understand what exactly paraphrase means to us here on GMAT. So when we say paraphrase, what we are saying is to take the basic English out of the sentence. Now, what is the basic English here? Until recently, scientists did not know something, and now they do, right? Now, this particular thing can be there in any passage regardless of the topic of the passage, is it not? So that is what we are trying to say when we say read the first sentence and paraphrase it. We are not trying to take the technical details out of it, but the basic English. Okay? Until recently, scientists did not know something, and now they do. Right? Now, let us go to the second step. Second step is read the rest of the paragraph sentence by sentence and identify the keywords and make a note of them. Now, this is one of the most abusive steps. Why? Because any word that you think you don't know, any word that looks a little more foreign, you think that's a keyword, right? But no, any word is not a keyword. Remember, there is a very specific way, there is a very unique way to identify the keywords here in the passage for us. This is something like this, guys. When you watch a film, you see that there are so many characters in the film, right? Now, are all the characters important for you to narrate the same story? Or can we remove so many characters and still narrate the same story? We can do that, right? Exactly. Why? Because there are only a few principal characters in the story. Likewise, in the passage also, there are only a few principal characters. It is imperative that we identify them correctly. Okay? Now, let us see what are these keywords. So, you got here two types of keywords. General keywords and specific keywords. Now, what are general keywords? General keywords are those words which can be there in any passage regardless of the nature of the passage, regardless of the topic of the passage, right? For example, words such as recent studies, proposal, discovery, findings, results, exceptions, argument, question, answer, conclusions, assumptions. These are all general keywords. We use general keywords to build a storyline, alright? Now, let us see what are specific keywords. Specific keywords are those words that are specific to this particular passage, right? But how do I identify the specific keywords? Now, there is a unique way to identify the specific keywords, as I mentioned, right? Now, as I told you, right, when you watch a film, when you watch a movie, you see that there are so many characters in the film, right? But do you need all the characters to narrate the same story? Obviously not, right? You can do away with so many characters and use only a few principal characters and still narrate exactly the same story, is it not? Likewise, here in the passages also, you may have so many keywords, so many words, but all the words are not important for us. All the words are not specific keywords. So how do I know which word is important, which word is not? Well, as I said, there is a very unique way. What is that? So when I look at the sentence, and if there is a specific keyword in the sentence, I would also see whether there's a sentence has a general keyword or a transition word. So it is very important and imperative that a specific keyword is that keyword which comes along with either a general keyword or with a transition word. Well, we know what are general keywords, right? But what is this transition word? Transition words such as however, although, but, it, additionally, moreover. So transition word essentially gives you the direction to the story, right? General keywords gives you the storyline, and transition words gives you the direction, right? So the specific keyword is that word which is associated either with the general keyword or with the transition word. So when I look at the sentence and if there is a specific keyword in it, is that keyword really important for me? I will immediately see whether the sentence also comes along with a general keyword or a transition word. If there is no general keyword and if there is no transition word, then I don't care about that particular specific keyword. Is that clear? Now, the next step. What is the third step? Third step is to summarize the entire paragraph in 2 to 3 words. How to do that? I'll show you in the implementation session. Alright? And then the fourth step. Fourth step is to repeat steps 1, 2 and 3 for rest of the paragraph. Which means each paragraph you read the first sentence and paraphrase that first sentence. And then you read the rest of the paragraph to identify the keywords, general keywords and specific keywords, and you make a note of them, right? And then you summarize that particular paragraph in 2 to 3 words. Now this is the framework of the passage. Is that clear?